Football Dad's Army. So there you have it. We beat Man United 2-0 at the Emirates with two fantastic corners from Declan Rice in the second half. And, you know, we're getting really, really good. And I do believe that the league must be scared of us. They must be scared of us when we get corners, because it's just like penalties, isn't it? It's just like penalties. Oh, we had loads of corners in that game. We could have scored 5 or 6 from them. Especially Declan Rice from Declan Rice's side. His corners are unbelievable, man. And the set-piece coach, you've got to take it off to him as well, because he obviously orchestrates that. He gets them all running across the box from the far post, gets them causing all sorts of mayhem, confusion. The whips in cross from Declan Rice. Bang! Julian Timber scores a goal. And then you get the same thing from William Saliba, gets the second one, but it comes up his backside. I think it comes in, all mayhem in the box. Thomas Partey heads it back, and then it comes off the back or the backside of Saliba to make it 2-0. I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't get anything from open play, because everyone wants to see that. Everyone wants to see, you know, a passing move, build up from the back, passing move, fast, direct, and then bang, goal from his striker. We need a striker still. Anyone that says we don't need a striker, we still need a striker. I don't care how many goals we've scored in recent games. We still need a striker in January. And we could go on and have a great chance of catching Liverpool. Who slips up? Well, I'm not going to say slips up, because it was a good game. And I did say on a previous video that Newcastle-Liverpool was always a good game back in history. I mean, there's games where there's 4-4s and, you know, games like that, 4-3s. There's always plenty of goals in them games. And, you know, he wasn't disappointed to see that as a neutral, because there was 6 goals in that game. Finished 3-3. It was a bit topsy-turvy, weren't it? And it was like, can you imagine, you can sort of feel it in the crowd, because we know we're trying to catch Liverpool. We was 9 points behind, now 7 because of that draw. But it was flip-flopping between the two teams. And, you know, 1 minute Newcastle was in front, then Liverpool was in front, and then it wound up a draw right at the end of that game. And, you know, that's a great result for Arsenal as well, because now we've moved into 7 points behind Liverpool. Chelsea as well coming through. Chelsea playing very well last night. I think it was 5-1, wasn't it? Was it 5-1 or 5-1 against Southampton? They had a player sent off, but they could have scored about 15 goals, I've heard. I've seen other videos and they're saying that Chelsea could have scored a lot more goals in that game. Southampton, unfortunately, I think they're going to be the relegation fodder of the season, bottom of the league. Aaron Ramsdale is probably going to be relegated yet again in his career. I feel a bit bad about that, but, you know, we can't keep dwelling on it, so we've got to move on. But I was very impressed with Kiwior's performance. I was a bit pessimistic about it. He was replacing Gabriel Magalhaes, who's got a knock. I wasn't sure whether he was going to be out though until like before the game, until we see the lineups. I thought, because he's had a knock before, and he's still come on and done it and played the game. When he says he's got a knock, 75% chance of playing on the FPL app, and you think, oh, do I take him out of my team or do I leave him in? I left him in, and this time he didn't start, so that was a little bit of a shame. But that's not why I was worried. I was worried about him being replaced by Kiwior. But Kiwior, I tell you what, big shoes to fit into, and big shoes he filled, because I think he had a good game as well. I think he done a job, and it looks like there could be a player in there. We was all pessimistic. All the fans I know online, and all the fans I know as friends and that, were saying about Kiwior, saying he's not good enough. He hasn't been, in all fairness. There's been the odd game he's been decent. But last night, I think he played very, very well. And, you know, he deserves his flowers because he had a good game. Zinchenko as well, coming in with Calafiore. That's always a bit nervous. But decent game, Zinchenko. When he was subbed off, I thought, you know, there was something. I can't remember what was happening. I can't remember what it was, but we had to make the substitution, and we didn't have no one to replace Zinchenko. So what we did is we swapped Timber over to left back. Thomas Partey went back into right back, and you know that it sort of worked. It sort of works again. I mean, I know I moaned about it before playing Thomas Partey at right back. I have moaned about it. I don't really like it. But for them last like 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever it was that we'd done that for, it was all right. So, you know, we had to bring Trossard on as well for Martinelli. Martinelli had a pretty quiet game, really. And when Trossard come on, it was made a little bit of a difference. He did make a little bit of a difference. And I thought, yeah, it's all right. This is what I like to see. I like to see a player coming off the bench and making an impact. And he was running at Man United a lot more. And I thought, you know, the bench is not quite there yet. The squad, our first team fully fit squad is good enough, but we need the bench. We need the backups, and we need to change. We need the impact players off the bench, and this is what we've got to think about. We need the striker. We need the striker in January as well. I know we're scoring goals at the moment, but we still need the striker to go on and try and have an attempt at winning the league finally. But Chelsea look good. Chelsea are in the title race as well. If Arsenal are in the title race, so are Chelsea. We're 7 points behind Liverpool at the moment. And I think they've got Everton next. So it's a Merseyside derby for Liverpool next. So that's going to be a tough game for them. It's going to be a very tough game for Liverpool because it's always a lot of heat in that game, isn't there? There's always a lot of passion. So that's going to be tough for them. We're away to Fulham. There's actually two Arsenal players at Fulham, Reece Nelson and Emil Smith-Rowe, that might want to prove a point against us. That makes me feel a little bit nervous. But I think we should have enough for Fulham as a whole anyway. And we should go on and beat them. Hopefully Liverpool can either lose or draw against Everton. And then you're looking like 5 points or 4 points. And you think, you know what? We're coming. They've got to be looking over their shoulder then, ain't they? And Chelsea also. Chelsea are in it. Chelsea looks to be in the title race. If Arsenal win it, Chelsea are definitely in it as well. And, you know, it's going to be an exciting season. Instead of seeing two of us in the title race, looks like it could be three. Man City winning as well, getting back to winning ways. You knew that wouldn't last for very long. They're going to have another little bounce as well. So, could be four of us. Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea and Man City fighting for this title. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Stick a like on the video and I'll speak to you soon. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't already.